what it do, gon' tell me how you feel. Chillin' with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks, keep it authentic. It's time to turn up, yeah, it's time to get it. Hey.
What's up, guys? This is Big Dog in the house once again with another podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little cold outside, as we can see this beautiful Monday that we are encountering today. First and foremost, let's thank the Lord that we are alive to live another day, ladies and gentlemen, because tomorrow is never what? Tomorrow's never promised. Today's podcast is ding, 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 unpredictable. Unpredictable, ladies and gentlemen. What does that mean? Well, a lot of us are unpredictable. A lot of things that you think about a person, like they always say, you've never met or you've never learned about a person, not even after you've been with them for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. You're always learning about someone because they can be unpredictable. And unfortunately, that's how life is. But we're not going to talk about relationships, and we're not going to talk about how relationships are unpredictable because the person changes. No. We're talking about everyday life with the people that we are encountered with every single day. So I'm not about the relationships or any of that stuff. I'm talking about people, what's going on. You know, first, we're going to talk about a story that occurred. And yesterday, which was Sunday, I was talking about this story to some of the guys that come to the gym. And the story I really haven't told anyone until I thought about it, because I saw how unpredictable people are and how people, you know, they can act a specific way, they can be a specific way, but they also have a plan of action. And everyone has a plan of action when it comes to what they want, what they're looking for. And we're not necessarily talking about money. We're not talking about, you know, because you're helping someone. No. So a long time ago, and this will fall into what we're talking about. A long time ago when I was young and I was in high school, this person I have seen now after 20 plus years actually comes to our facility, and it's a very good story. So when I was about 16 years old, guys, mind you, I'm 41. When I was 16 years old and I was in high school, we always goof around and we always joke around and we always make jokes, and, you know, and when we talk about making jokes, if you can't joke with your friend, then we shouldn't be friends at all. Because if you're going to, you know, bash me, make fun of me or whatever, I got to take the hits, and then I got to do vice versa. So unfortunately, as this story progresses, I did not know that what I had said to this one person, he took it to offense, but not the same time, you know, not till now. So the reason why I say people are unpredictable is because, you know, we go years and you know, we're in high school and we're freshmen and we're going sophomore, junior, now we're seniors, boom. And nothing to think about it. You know, we made a joke and we made some comments and stuff like that, and we keep going. We laugh, we giggle, you know. Now we're in college, you know. Now I'm my own entrepreneur. I have my own business and stuff like this. So later on in life, the gentleman basically was looking for an apology. I had no clue of what was going on. And this person has been contemplating for that many years to do something very bad, simply because at the very moment that happened, he should have just confronted and talked to me and said, you know, what was going on in his mind. But unfortunately, everything was balled up and he was keeping everything inside. And it led for him to explode later on in life. So later on, meeting the gentleman, me as the person that I am, always helping people and always guiding people in the right direction and things like that. And him watching my podcast and him watching my motivation stuff, him and watching my stories, my family, etc. And the list goes on. So he likes this atmosphere and likes to come to the gym and things like that. And I feel the need to tell this story because, you know, I really respect this person. I really care about this person a lot. And some of us, we don't know the damage that we do to someone just by playing around. But unfortunately, that's why we're very selective on our friendship. We're very selective on who we can play with and who we can joke around with, because not everybody's going to take the joke as the same way. People have different types of feelings, and people are very unpredictable, unfortunately. And long story short, he was contemplating on doing something very harmful to me. And as we have this conversation and going about things and talking to him and saying, man, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy that you finished getting out of the military. I'm so happy that you have a family. I'm so happy for all these things that you've gone through and all the battles you were faced with. And then I go ahead and ask more in detail, how's your family doing? How's your mom doing? Your dad and all this other stuff. And then he goes and heads and tells me the story that, when we were young, when we were about 16 years old, Eddie, my parents had already passed away back then. But unfortunately, a lot of people didn't know that when we were in Barbara Goman High School, nothing was constructed. It was just a school, and then everything else was around it. Well, if any of you guys know where Barbara Goman High School is, you have the I-75 right there, which when you go up that ramp, you're going to see that it looks like a heart shape. That's the lake. And it looks like a beautiful heart. And he's the one who told me. And unfortunately, he said that his whole entire freshman, sophomore, and junior year, up to his senior year, he had nowhere to go. He had no family because his parents passed away, and he kept that little secret. That little secret was that he was living basically out there, and you want to call it the wilderness or out in the streets, by himself, taking a shower in that lake, as we call. And coming to school, getting dressed, having the locker rooms, all these other stuff. Like if he was, go there, work out, things like that, take a shower, and then he's good. And unfortunately, he wasn't good. He was trying to get by and go to high school so that he was able to go to the military and then get his benefits and things like that, which he did. And now he has his own family and everything like that. Well, when he came here, he told me the story and said that I was contemplating on, how can I kill you? And I was, what? Me? And he's like, yeah, but I never could, because you were always helping people. You were always guiding people. I saw that you always joke around in a good manner and in a way that everybody was laughing. And then you took the hits too. And, people would make fun of your missing tooth and stuff like that. And I just couldn't, because you kept on being nice to me and cordial to me and asked how my family was. And that was very unpredictable for him to tell me those things, because the damage I may have done to him by saying those words, saying whatever joke it was, go do this, your mom and your dad, blah, 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 not knowing that is what happened to him, that his parents had passed away. And now, giving him a great big hug and talking to him. And I'm glad that he got to get that off of his chest. And I was able to apologize and say, listen, man, I don't know, what I did, but I apologize to you for, for what happened when we were kids, when we were 15, 16 years old, when we were in high school. And I never meant to harm you or hurt you. And he's like, I know that. And that's the problem, because going down in life and going down, I had an unpredictable characteristic. I had a lot of people hurt me and down the road, and I come back to see that you're still helping people, and you're still the same Eddie that you were when you were in high school, that you never judged anybody when you were a senior versus the freshman and all that. You never really cared about none of that stuff that didn't really exist in your mindset of being freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, like all the kids do in high school. It's all about, I'm cool, I'm this, I'm that. Now, you were always cool with everyone, no matter if you played sports or not. You were always down with everybody. So, that really touched my heart. And I just wanted to tell you that, those are the things that I was thinking in my head, but I could never do, because you were such a great person and you never gave up on anyone. You never give up on anyone, even though when people give up on you. And then he goes ahead and tells me the story about, it sucks that I watch you all the time and I see these people and I see how unpredictable people are. And all I did was watch how you help so many people and how they disappear out of your life. Sometimes you just make one mistake, like you did a long time ago, and it wasn't even a mistake because we were joking. You make one mistake and then people want to X you out. People want to push you away. I told him basically, it's not that they came for a common goal. They came for looking for something and they got whatever they wanted. They, at the end of the day, they really didn't get anything. All they got was maybe some knowledge. They got some guidance. They got some motivation. They got me to lead them down a path. And unfortunately, it is sad to say what I'm about to say is true and it's factual, that, once, and this is for anyone, once you leave the person that you were trying to just get something out of, your life never rises and your life never moves forward and you never get anywhere. You go back to where you started again. Like I always tell you, the world goes around in a circle and you end up back to right where you began again. And then what happens is when you end up back to where you began again, that's it. It's over. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody wants any of that. Why? Because of your unpredictability, the way you were, the way you acted, the way you showed yourself, the way you had resentment. It is crazy to see that, guys. It fathoms me how people can act a specific way and then forget about everything that you've done and act like it's never happened or you don't even exist. For the moment, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna dwell. It's gonna hurt your heart because you're always giving yourself. And this is for any of us, not just me. This is for any single one of us out there. You give your 100% maximum effort towards someone, and then you see how fast they change or how unpredictable they really are, or it's not even that. You thought that they were something that they really weren't. You go ahead and think that they're a gift or there's something special, and really they weren't. They were playing you for a fool. It's like what I said in the last podcast, the devil always brings someone that much better into your life, that much better to see how they can destroy you, how they can hurt you, to see if now, once they failed you, now to see if you're going to close your heart to the next person. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen. We continue moving in the right direction with the right note, with the right mindset, and we just keep going forward. And just push all that negativity away and just keep going. So, yes, people are unpredictable. They'll change from one second to the next. That's why we have different types of diseases like bipolarism and stuff like that. But they can be nice for 1 second, and then after they've got what they wanted, they could go ahead and stab you in the back. They can do chimen, meaning that's basically saying talking shit behind your back and stuff like that. But you know what? In reality, guys, who cares? You got to do you. You got to do your life. You got to just let those people go and just keep going because you were put on this earth for something great, and people are going to come and go in your life, and you just got to keep going. And it is crazy to see how a person can change from 1 second to the next. I mean, wow. They start from the bottom and they start rising and rising and rising, and they get so high up there, and then all of a sudden they just fall flat on their ass, flat on their face. And the things that I hear and listen and see, I just can't grasp. But that's life. It wasn't meant for them. You got to think it like that. You got to think about it like that. It's not meant for them. They had the opportunity with whatever person. You've given them everything. And the people in your circle, the people around you, they're going to see it. They can see through it. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to keep on talking about the same topic or the same subject. They're going to see on their own. They're going to say to themselves, if this guy helped you and I helped you and this one helped you and that one helped you and this one let you borrow money and that one let you borrow money and this one gave you this and this one that, you guys are going to see through the bullshit. You guys are going to see that the person's falling fast. Just, unfortunately, I tell all my guys too, stop feeling sympathy for everyone. Stop feeling sorry for that person. That person's only doing it to himself. You haven't done anything to that person. I haven't done anything to that person. None of us have done anything to that person or those people. Whatever you guys out there, whatever group you guys are in, whatever person you were trying to help, whatever person you were trying to guide, whatever you believed in, it's not your fault. It's that person's fault. The person can't see clear right now. The person, we can call it brainwashed, we can call it manipulated, we can call it whatever you want to call it. That person is not there. And unfortunately, it's going to be too late when that person tries to come back because nobody wants to be around that. And then if you keep going back and forth, that person's going to end up being in that relationship for 5, 6, 7 years, and it's all on them. It's just going to be a ripple effect. It's just going to pass on to the next group and the next group and the next group and the next group. And that's the unpredictability about life. We change. We act a specific way. Either you change for the good or you change for the bad. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like that little story, and it was very, like I said, you keep using that word a lot. It was very unpredictable to see how that person, reacted. And I didn't know that I could hurt someone so bad, just with words. And unfortunately we do. And that person, they can hold that resentment for a very, very, very long time in their life. And we don't want to see that. So me, that I love to joke around, and I let everybody joke around me, and I don't really have those type of feelings that of you did this to me, you did that to me, or whatever. I just keep moving forward. You're gonna see that I have feelings also, but I don't hold grudges, and I don't hold anything like that. I don't hold any resentment towards anyone or anything like that. I just want the best for everybody. I've always wanted the best for everyone, and just keep moving forward in your life, because I just gotta give my time and give my life to the people who are around me, the ones who love me, and the ones who truly believe in me, and things like that, and not worry so much about the ones that just come and go. And it's okay. Not everyone's your friend. Like I always tell you, it's a handful I can count with them. And even in that handful, they start to disappear. They start to dissipate, and they start to no longer be in your realm, in your world, in your circle. So it's life. It's how it is. That's why I always say, as long as you can count with your fingers your friends, hey, you're in good hands. But even when you can't, it's unfortunate, and it's life, and we just got to keep moving forward. I hope you guys like this podcast. It was unpredictable. It was a topic that was totally out of the blue, something that we spoke about and I wanted to talk about, and people are always going to be like that, and people are always going to act like that, and people are always going to be unpredictable. So guys, once again, as I like to leave you, this is Big Dog with a bada boom, bada bang, chicka chung, chicka chang.
What it do? Gon' tell me how you feel. Chillin' with the big dog, giving you the real deal. No lies or gimmicks, keep it authentic. It's time to turn up, yeah, it's time to get it. Hey.